What is up, YouTube? Sitting here at my house because COVID is running rampant in Central America, and that's where I'm at right now. And today we're talking about something I get asked a lot, and that is, where do I spend my time? Where do I spend my energy? What should I be focused on when I first start my agency? So we're honing this in. This is for agencies, guys, if you are between 0 and 10 clients. Stay tuned, and let's get started. Okay, guys, so let's set a little bit of framework here. Again, we're talking about small agencies. So I'm going to define small between 0 and 10 clients. And why do I say 10 clients? 10 clients is normally, for most agencies, is a beautiful, beautiful mark for two reasons. Number one, if you're doing about 10 clients, you should be in that 7-figure range, right? Which is a big goal for a lot of people. And number two, your risk is now slowly starting to go to drop. In fact, it's starting to drop probably dramatically, because at the end of the day, whenever you have 1, 2, 3 clients, guys, you lose one, you lost 33% of your business, right? So you want to dive in, you want to make sure that you have at least 10 plus clients. So we'll focus this in, guys. Now, based on a 40-hour work week, this might look a little different, but I want to encourage you guys. I'm basing this data on a 50-hour work week. Holy cap, JC, what are you doing? Why 50 hours? I signed up for the Tim Ferriss book and I only work 3 hours a day. You know, guys, if you didn't start your own business, you'd be working for someone else, making them millions of dollars. And nobody out there is going to hire you for less than 40 hours a week. So if you're telling me you would work for someone else for 40 hours a week, you better freaking be working for yourself a heck of a lot longer. So why am I putting this on 50 hours? Because the risk is too high. We got to put in all of our effort. We got to give it our all, especially in the beginning. I get it. You want to work 1 hour a week. I get it. You want to move to Thailand. I get it. All those things in due process. For now, we're going to work 50 hours a week. We're going to get this down. We're going to drive this home. And then later on, once the business gets really stable, then we can start lowering this down. So based on a 50-hour work week, there's 3 core things that I would highly recommend blocking off in your calendar. And you got to stick to them, because it doesn't mean anything if you don't stick to them. You got to set these as meetings that you're never late for, you always are on time, and you make it happen. Number 1 is clients. So often right now, we're taking this, nomadic deal to a whole new level, and we don't even talk to our clients. We're not updating them. We're not keeping them in the loop. Guys, my recommendation is to have every single one of your clients on a weekly meeting. Weekly 45, weekly 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes is fine, but you're going to have them on a weekly recurring meeting. Your client doesn't want to meet weekly. All right, get rid of that client. If they're not interested in talking to the sole people that are growing their business once a week, you got the wrong clients. Most of your clients will be, if you give them good reason, to meet weekly. And there is a good reason. Hey, we want to always be looking at our numbers. We want to look if we need a shift. We need to look if we need to add new services or create a new special. We need to look at different elements, because I need to know, not only am I giving you leads, client, but I need to know if they're closing. So we got to meet with our clients on a weekly basis. Agency owners, you want to know how your clients are feeling. You want to know their frustrations. You want to know their weak spots. The only way you can know this is communication. So I recommend once a week. Now, this is going to take an hour and a half per client, because you're actually going to do 3 reserved time slots. You're going to do 30 minutes prior to the meeting. That's going to be your preparation. You're going to go over the counts, make sure you have everything in order, 2 or 3 talking points, good things, bad things, things that need to be improved on. You're going to have 30 minutes to prepare for this meeting, because you want to go into it ready. All right? 30 minutes to have the meeting, and then 30 minutes post-meeting, which is going to be for creating tasks. Hey, I need to do this, I need to do that, And then my favorite thing at all, I learned this from one of my advisors and mentors, Kevin, follow up via email. Hey client, great meeting, wonderful. Here's the 3 things that I need to do. Here's the 2 things I requested from you. And here's the 1 thing I need you to think about in terms of our next meeting and direction we want to go, right? And that email is going to set so much the stage for growth. It's going to be incredible. So the number 1 thing, guys, is recurring, set, dependable, standardized meetings for each of your clients. All right, you got to have them. So about an hour and a half each. You have up to 10 clients. That's give or take around 30 hours a week. 15 hours a week, but an hour and a half. All right, guys. So we're spending this time, up to about 15 hours a week on our clients. And now let's move to number 2, and it's prospecting. Prospecting. Oh, JC, I already have 3 or 4 clients. Do I have to? Yes. Guys, I said in the beginning of this, you have to be prospecting. I need you to get above 10 clients because that's where you start dramatically lowering your risk. Lowering your risk as a business. You are an owner. You're an entrepreneur. You got to have stability. So there's a couple things. Number 1, check all of your follow-ups. So you should have all of your clients in some type of CRM, whether that's HubSpot or Go High Level or anything like that. Follow up with all of your leads that you haven't followed up with in a week or 2 weeks. And you should be doing that very, very on point. Number 2, check all of your automation. What's happening there? Are things all good? Are we getting open rates? Or people are opening it, but they're not doing anything? What's happening? Check all your automation. And number 3, guys, cold calling. You do it. Just friggin' do it. You have to do it. I get it. Oh, the close rates are really low. Oh, JC, I hate doing it. Oh, you can justify it as much as you want to, but the reality is that I got 10 hours a day. I got 10 hours a day to work my butt off. And I'm going to do everything in my power to close clients. Even if I close 1 out of 100, even if I close 1 out of 200, it's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep calling. I'm going to use every second of every day to help drive me toward my goal. Now, I'm not talking about diving into family time. I'm not talking about diving into church or any other lifestyle. But if I'm willing to work 40 hours a week for the bank or for the restaurant or for wherever, why won't I work 50 hours a week for myself? Especially in the beginning, guys. So prospecting, follow up, check automation, cold calling. And I recommend break this up into 2. Do 2.5 hours in the morning, 2.5 hours in the evening. Split it up mentally, physically. But I promise you, if you do prospecting for 5 hours a day, and 2 or 3 of those hours is going to end up being prospecting, I promise you'll hit that client count of 10 in less than 90 days. Those of you who are not doing it are not reaching out as much as you can, period. All right. And then number 3, my last thing is learning. I personally am big on learning. I'm big on podcasts, books, YouTube, consuming content as much as humanly possible. Guys, I don't know a lot of stuff. I graduated with a 2.0, as most of you guys know. I am not the smartest guy in the world, but I consume more content than probably, just a crazy amount of content because I'm trying to learn from those who came before me. I'm trying to learn from those who have led 1,000 team member business. I'm trying to learn from those who've built a great culture. I'm trying to learn from those that are prospecting. So you have to reserve time dedicated to learning. And my recommendation, especially in the beginning, because you don't know what the junk you're doing. If you come to me and you say, I have 5 clients, but I know exactly what I'm doing, no, you don't. Come on. You don't know what you're doing. None of us do. You need to spend 2 hours a day, 20% of your time taking in content, learning. And I'm not talking about, don't get sidetracked. It's really easy with YouTube to get sidetracked. My favorite is podcasts or books, something where I'm controlling the information coming to it, right? So number 1, focus on your clients. Number 2, focus on getting more clients. And number 3, learn. Guys, if this was any value to you whatsoever, reach out to me, hit me up on YouTube, hit me up on the podcast, hit me up on social media. Happy to answer any and all questions. And at the end of the day, I hope you guys have a blessed week.